welcome to the first of this new series of videos. If you've read the emails that I've been sending out recently or looked on the blog, then you'll know that I've decided to change the format of these videos a little bit. And there's a few reasons why I wanted to do that. One of the main reasons is that when I'm trading live, there's only so much I can talk to you about. Most of my concentration is going on my actual trading, and as we'll see later on in these videos, that's very important. So if I'm concentrating on what I'm actually doing, it's very difficult to give a commentary at the same time and really explain my reasons for why I'm taking the trade I'm taking, how I'm actually trading. So by doing these videos not live and sort of coming away from the charts and using standard presentation techniques, I can cover a lot more material than what I can cover when I'm talking and trading at the same time. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason is that same old, same old. When you've watched one or two live trading videos, you've probably watched them all really. There's only so much that you can pick up from watching that kind of video. So as I say, again, I can cover more ground by going offline and doing a video in this kind of way. And as I say, there's an awful lot more to talk about than just live trading. And in fact, there's going to be all sorts of stuff that I'm going to cover in these videos. Going to go wide on topics as opposed to deep into individual topics. So some of the things that be covering will be different trading instruments, different time frames, broker options. I know that's something that comes up a lot. Get a lot of emails about what kind of brokers and spread bets and CFDs and all that kind of thing. Umbrella accounts, popular topic. So definitely be covering that. Indicators, not that I use them much myself, but some of them are useful. Some off-chart indicators as well, stock selection, trading plans. As I say, going to go pretty wide on topics, and there's an awful lot of stuff what we can talk about. But to start off with, we're going to go right back to basics, and I'll talk about that again in a minute. One other thing I wanted to mention is, out of respect for customers of my trading course, obviously there are certain subjects I can't go into too much detail about because that wouldn't be fair to people what I've paid for that information. So some stuff I'll be able to cover on a high level, but I'm sure you'll appreciate that there are certain subjects that I can't talk about in too much detail out of respect for customers. So before we get going on that, just wanted to talk very quickly about iTunes. Hopefully you're watching this through the iTunes feed. If not, highly recommend it. A few reasons why iTunes is a really good way of getting these videos. You get priority video access. That's the first thing. I'll be launching these videos or releasing them on iTunes at least 24 hours before they're available anywhere else, including my own blog or YouTube or any of the other video sites. There's no buffering with iTunes. I know some people, particularly if you haven't got the fastest of internet connections, when you're watching the video it can be a bit stop start while it's buffering. Don't get any of that with iTunes because it downloads it in the background and it's all there on your computer ready and waiting for you when you're ready to watch it. And automatic delivery, of course, so iTunes, you can set that up to go off and check every hour, every day, or however often you want to see if there's anything new, and it will go and download it in the background for you. So when you're ready to watch the video, then it's already sitting there waiting for you. So definitely the future of video delivery, iTunes, a much smoother way of getting this content to you. Of course, if there is any reason why you can't use iTunes or you don't want to, I will still be putting these videos on the blog, and you can still watch them in that way. It's just that you'll be a couple of days behind everyone else. So very briefly, to get iTunes, you can go to apple.com/iTunes/download. There's versions for the Mac and for the PC. Just go down there and download it. I think the website automatically works out what kind of machine you've got, so it gives you the right download. Very easy to install. Once you've got it up and running, go to the iTunes store on the left hand side there, and then over to the search iTunes box. If you just type in Day Trading Freedom, then that'll find this video podcast straight away for you. Or you can type in Harvey Walsh, or you can click. There's a link on the blog that you can click, which will take you into iTunes and find it directly for you. And then you can either click the subscribe button that comes up on there, or if you click on the little picture, the little icon next to Day Trading Freedom, that'll take you to the page all about this video podcast. And there's a number of old videos on there. If you want to go back and download some of those, you can just click the get podcast or get episode button there, and they'll download into your iTunes, and then you'll have a copy that you can view locally whenever you want. And again, there's a subscribe button on there. So that's how you get the videos, and as I say, best way to get them in my view. So getting back to trading, as I said earlier, I want to really get back to basics and talk about, first of all, how I managed to completely mess up my trading when I first started and how I went wrong, because I know that I'm certainly no special case, and all the mistakes I made, the mistakes that most people make. So before getting into real nitty gritty specifics, I want to talk a bit about how I went wrong and get back to the basics. So pretty much how I went wrong was looking for the Holy Grail, and everyone does it. I don't think anyone's immune. We get into trading, we start off and we think, right, I'm going to find the trading system that always wins, never loses, and it's very tempting to do. We all want to find that system that wins all the time, and that's perfectly normal. That's human nature. Unfortunately, taking a loss every now and then is part of trading, it's part of the game, but it's very difficult to do, and that's why we continually go on this grail hunt looking for a better system. And the way this usually works is that you find a trading system, you learn a system or strategy, you start trading it, and either it will go quite well to start with, or it won't. If it goes quite well to start with, you start making some money and you think, yeah, this is brilliant, I'm a trader, I'm a profitable trader, nothing to it. And then of course sooner or later you'll have some losing trades. That's just the way it goes. Every system has losing trades. And what happens then is in the grail hunt situation, the trader will then turn around and say, well, obviously this system don't work as I thought it would. I'm going to go and find a better system. And so the grail hunter starts jumping strategies, strategy jumper I call them, and they go off and find another strategy, and the cycle repeats. Once they start that strategy, either it will go wrong straight away, in which case they'll go and look for another one, or it'll start okay, they'll start making some money, and then as soon as a few losing trades come in, they'll think, right, this ain't working, go and find something else. And I did this for a very long time, a couple of years in fact, switching from one strategy to another, and every time I'd start getting profitable, then there'd be a few losing trades come in, and that's to be expected, as I say. But at the time I thought I knew better. I thought that I could find a better system that would lose less, and so I would go off in search for another system, and it's a very destructive cycle. You end up losing money, losing time, and what I realise now, of course, and it's easy looking back with hindsight, which is always 2020, had I just stuck to one system and really stuck to it, learnt it properly, ridden out those losing trades, then would have become profitable much sooner. So I ended up with my back against the wall. To be honest with you, I'd quit my day job and I'd put everything into trading, and I was losing money hand over fist, and it came to the point where there weren't any money left to lose. So it was a case of either admitting defeat, going back, getting a job again, or knuckling down and doing it properly. And fortunately that's what I did. I decided, right, last ditch attempt, I'm going to sort this out, got to make this work. And so I went and found myself some trading mentors,